Success was supposed to quiet the noise. Instead, it changed its tone. Many people believe financial peace arrives with success, with income stability and professional recognition, with years of consistent effort paying off. That belief works for a while, until success becomes normal, and the peace never fully arrives. The morning begins without urgency. The alarm rings at a reasonable hour. You wake up knowing the day is manageable. There is no scramble for survival. The calendar looks full but familiar. Coffee is prepared calmly in the kitchen. The house is quiet and orderly. Emails are checked without anxiety. The commute starts through familiar streets. Traffic feels routine, not threatening. An office building appears ahead. You walk in without needing to prove anything. People know your role. Your presence is expected. Meetings move efficiently. Conversations feel practiced. Decisions carry weight but not urgency. Lunch happens without concern. The afternoon unfolds predictably. Late evening arrives without surprise. You step outside into a quiet street. The city feels calm. At home, the kitchen table waits. The room feels stable and controlled. From the outside, this looks like peace. From the inside, something still hums quietly. The question appears during an ordinary pause. Why does this still feel heavy? You have what you aimed for. Stability, income, professional standing. You no longer worry about basic survival. Yet the tension remains. It simply shifted shape. You notice how much depends on continuation. Continuation of performance. Continuation of relevance. Continuation of health and energy. Success created expectations. Expectations create pressure. The margin for error feels smaller. Not because you failed, because more is at stake now. You are no longer climbing. You are maintaining altitude. Maintenance feels different than progress. It requires vigilance. Vigilance never fully rests. Peace feels conditional. Early success feels liberating. It removes immediate fear. It creates breathing room. Over time, success restructures life. Expenses grow around income. Commitments solidify around stability. Identity forms around achievement. You become dependable. Dependability creates obligation. Obligation reduces flexibility. Flexibility once created peace. Now peace depends on consistency. Consistency requires effort. Effort keeps the system running. The system becomes sensitive to disruption. Success does not eliminate risk. It concentrates it. The risk moves from survival to sustainability, from earning to maintaining, from scarcity to fragility. You did not misunderstand success. You reached a stage it never explained. Success changes how money feels. Money stops representing progress. It becomes a stabilizing force, a buffer against interruption, a way to preserve structure. You save more but feel less relaxed. You spend carefully, even when you can afford it. Every decision is filtered through time. Time to recover. Time to adapt. Time to absorb impact. You become aware of fixed costs. Housing, insurance, family obligations, lifestyle maintenance. These costs do not feel optional. They anchor you to the current level. The anchor feels heavier over time. The peace you expected does not appear. Instead, awareness increases. Success sharpens awareness of limits. Time feels shorter than before. Energy feels more finite. Recovery takes longer. The future feels closer, not inspiring, immediate. You begin thinking defensively, not pessimistically, practically. What if this pace becomes unsustainable? What if circumstances change? What if you cannot replicate this success again? The fear is not of losing everything. It is of not being able to rebuild the same way. You know how much effort this required. You know how timing mattered. That knowledge removes innocence. Comparison evolves after success. You stop comparing achievements. You compare stability. Who seems calm? Who seems adaptable? Who seems less tense around money? You notice who can step back, who can slow down, who speaks about the future lightly. You wonder how they built that margin. You wonder if you missed a quieter form of security. Not higher income, more flexibility, more time. The question lingers without answer. Success creates identity attachment. Your role becomes part of who you are. Losing it would not just affect income, it would affect self-perception. That attachment increases pressure. You guard the position carefully. You stay reliable. You avoid unnecessary risk. You delay personal changes, not because you are unhappy, because disruption feels costly. Stability becomes something to protect. Protection requires attention. Attention creates fatigue. Fatigue reduces peace. The cycle reinforces itself quietly. The idea of enough becomes unclear. You passed earlier goals long ago. New ones appeared without discussion. Lifestyle expanded naturally. Expectations followed silently. You did not consciously choose all of them. They accumulated over time. Now reducing them feels like regression, even if peace might increase. Success raised the floor. It also raised the ceiling of responsibility. The space between feels narrower than expected. Success was never designed to bring permanent peace. It was designed to create stability. Stability changes the nature of fear. The noise does not disappear. It becomes quieter and harder to name. You did not fail to feel peaceful. You followed a script that never promised silence.